Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Sorry I'm late today. All the rain and weather last night in Perth, I decided to quickly shoot out and try and get another video in all I could. Shot out to John Forrest. I don't know why I keep saying John Mitchell. John Forrest National Park again. You would have seen the video not long ago with the Swan View Tunnel, and I had a quick look at the National Falls. I thought that might have had some water. No, it appears not. I had a quick chat to the ranger when I was checking in, and it's got about 4 levels of little weirs before it gets to the falls, so none of those had trickled over. Although I did shoot up to HOvea Falls, and that had just started trickling down. So that's the first stage of it. Once that sort of starts running down, and that is in itself a really cool place. So I did get some really nice photos. Once that runs down, hits these little weirs, and then goes down to National Falls. So yeah, very, very cool. We're starting to get a little bit of rain. Hopefully this awesome weather keeps going. Most people don't like it. I love it. I love the wet rain. I guess growing up in Darwin, used to torrential downpours for weeks. And yeah, I can't get enough rain. Bring it on. It's awesome. It's not much fun when it's freezing cold, but it's still better than poxy dry heat. That really is good for not much. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I thought I'd run out there, got a little bit wet. It was only a quick little trip. I did get a couple of really nice photos, some nice algae on the rocks where there's normally water flowing over. So that's pretty cool. That's obviously had a bit of rain to support it, and that's getting back. And just a quick look around and a bit of a scope on the area. There's more to see there, more to do. There's a dam there, there's a picnic area, which I haven't really covered that well. So yeah, look forward to seeing some more. I might try and get out and shoot some more before I do that video, and see if I can get the picnic area and get a bit more to add into that video. So lots happening on that. It's a great place if you are looking for somewhere to go. John Forrest Park. Rightio, photos last night, I spent a bit of time. It's the full moon, the super moon shots. It's tricky. I've got a lot. I had some were blurry. Once I'd gone in the 3:1, they were a little bit blurry, so just cut them out. That was easy, but I do have a lot of nice photos. Pretty much when you go to get the moon and get that fit, that's all you can fit in. But I was able to use that. I did create one which was a bit of a composition where the fork of my tree, where I've got some really nice shots where I've got a nice star effect coming off the moon and some really cool shots with that. I was able to put a moon in there with Photoshop, so that looked pretty cool. I thought that came up really nice. Still a fair bit to do on the photo side. There's still a lot I want to look at and some other different compositions, but it's going pretty well. So we've got some good photos out of it, and I'm pretty happy. I've got some really super clear moon shots, which I've never had, and this is the biggest moon of the year, which went in April. I think our current one's now, but the weather, if you're in Perth, is going to be woeful. Wherever else you are, get out. There's, I think, last night and tonight big moons, as well as meteor showers early in the morning. So some good astro stuff if you've got clear skies, not here in Perth. It's all over for that. Rightio, got a heap of Canon news, and that's pretty much some other stuff, but yeah, heaps of Canon news. R5 has passed its Bluetooth certification, and that's for all countries, all zones, basically all regions, I guess they do it under. So that's really good. That's one of the last hurdles Canon Rumors are saying before release. He said it's still looking at a July delivery announcement. Still none the wiser. We still don't know what's going on there. Hopefully now that this is done, that might be the last thing, so they can actually announce it. But yeah, July's still the delivery date. Nothing there. Now, if you're a stop motion, that's had a bit of coverage lately. There's a firmware update for the Canon EOS R. It's $100. I think that's US, and that gives you a stop motion. It basically lets you use drag and frame, the software, which is a big deal in the stop motion area, and it lets you use that, and it increases your live view from 960 by 640 up to 1920 to 1280, which makes it a lot clearer when they're adjusting stuff and doing stuff on their actual phone when they're using the Dragon wire. or dragon frame, so they can see what they're doing to place it to get it so it looks accurate, so it's a nice smooth flow when it does come put together. There is some negatives to it, so it's more so for the pro guys that are doing that as a legitimate job. You lose HDMI out, display performance can't be set, manual focus peaking, also that won't show on certain different lenses and different aspects. You will lose pretty much all that. So it's really only if you're doing that at full time or doing a lot of it, I'd suggest you invest in that. Maybe get a second camera. If you've got a second camera, put it on that and make that your stop motion camera, so you've got the ability to do other stuff with this. I wouldn't put it on all because you're losing your HDMI out if you're going to say at Ninja Atmos or all that, because you're looking in the pro scheme anyway, so there's some other things there you need to have a look at, but go check that out if you're into stop motion. The R6 announcement, that's going to be pushed back. Canon is saying that that's now not going to happen until July, so probably we're not going to hear that. It was supposed to be this month, but some new talk has come out that it's not happening in July, and it's not going to ship now till Q3. So we'll get the R5 first, and then maybe September we might be hitting the R6, which is probably not bad, just in time for Christmas. That's going to be a more entry level set, full frame sort of a setup. It'd be interesting to see. Hope that doesn't mean the M52 models are going to be pushed back. They might have a big release from Canon in September, doing maybe the R6 and the new M50s or the new M's bodies with this Pro M one I'm hanging for. So very, very interesting, and yeah, I'll keep you up to date as I hear more over at Canon Roomies. He's pretty good with his information, so I'd say at the moment we're getting his up-to-dateness, and yeah, unfortunately R6 definitely pushed back, I'd say, or most obviously COVID issues. Right, that's it on the camera side. On the TV side, Steve Corell, big fan. If you've watched The Office, I've watched English and the American version. The American version is so much funnier. I'm sorry, Ricky. But Steve Carell's pretty darn awesome. He's in a new Netflix show. John Malkovich is in it as well. It's Space Force. Remember when Trump announced Space Force? He wanted to have a Space Force. Well, they've already made a TV show with it. Steve Carell's the big guy in it, basically in charge of putting the military in space and all that, and it's going to be a comedy. It starts May the 29th on Netflix, so I think that'll be a must watch, and I'll be keen to watch that as well, so go over and check that out on Netflix. A little bit of binge watching there for you, so that will be cool. Now, on the COVID side, not too much more news that I could see in there today. Nothing majorly. I think Friday's a big day. I think we're going to hear a lot in Australia about how we're going to open up and the process and the plan. SA has already announced that they're going to lift a heap of restrictions on Monday. They were one of the first ones to lock down in Australia, did a lot of firsts there. They've never got down to the 2-person, it's always been the 10-person. So as of Monday, they're going to de-restrict that even more. They're the first one to do a drive-in testing, a lot of firsts for them, so they've done really well, and now they get to benefit by opening up earlier. So good on them. I'm sure the guys, and I've got a lot of friends in South Australia that'll be happy about that, and they're probably going to be able to have a nice cold beer before most of us, I guess, along with the territory next week as well. So lots happening in that scape. Friday, we should hear more about the Australia plan and maybe Australia-New Zealand plan now that Jacinta's getting involved. So that's pretty promising as well. And look, if you're looking for a holiday, we are, as I think I've said a couple of times, Australia and New Zealand, between the two, you're pretty safe on going somewhere that's pretty darn amazing, especially photography or just to de-stress from all this crap and just get away from 4 brick walls around you. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. Friday, it's going to be a big news. Hopefully on the WA side, they'll open up our internal borders. I can't imagine the state borders being open up yet, but the internal borders, I think that's what I'm hoping will be good. Give me a chance to go and see some more stuff, even though I have a crap ton of places I want to see around here. Not sure if you're here. It's raining again, pouring, so that's bring on that rain. Gold. Anyway, that's about it. All I can say is I did get wet, but I'm having, if you haven't seen the video on the newer bag, that worked a treat today in the rain. Nothing got wet. held up under the rain, stoked about that. The tripod is going awesome, super stoked with that. I'm probably going to look at trying to get another one, adversely overgoing the expensive $500 versions or $400 versions. If I can get another one of them, that'll be cool. That is going really well. So in far review wise and testing, if you want, between the two of them, there's $200 and you get a bag and a carbon fiber tripod. You're going to be pretty hard pressed to find that anywhere on this planet. And yeah, good work. So yeah, pretty happy with how that little purchase came out, and another day, another vlog. If you're joining us from the podcast, you can go shoot over. Why don't come over and subscribe on YouTube, so when you get home you can make sense of sometimes what I'm talking about visually if I can't explain it right. Check us out on the YouTube channel. Don't forget we're changing to 34 Fishing. Not 34 Fishing, that was the old business name. 34 Media is the new name. I'm sorry, I've had so much going through my head lately. But that's all happening, and I've got a lot of work to do in regards to that, but hopefully one of them will get the website out by the end of this month. Once I get back to work, I'll have some more time to sit there and play around with that stuff. Rightio, I'll leave you all to it. Have a great Wednesday, hump day, done and dusted. Hope work wasn't too bad, and we'll see you all again tomorrow, Thursday, for another episode. Thanks for stopping by, and stay safe, stay clean, and keep those hands clean. Alrighty, see you that way, or see you tomorrow. Ciao. Woo.